first broadcast of the year. Last week, Mrs. Guile officially opened up the new school year and gave us the theme of empathy and ethical thinking.
If you want to see all of the speeches from opening convocation, including Senior President Emma Hastings' speech, go to bmgator.org to go watch that live stream.
Throughout the year, we will be live streaming many school-wide events, so make sure to mark your calendars.
Speaking of Emma, we are excited to be able to speak with her today about her upcoming term as president. So today I'm here with Emma Hastings, who is the senior class president for the upcoming school year. So, Emma, what is your goal this year as president?
My goal as president of the Senate is to help make the school more cohesive and have everyone feel included and make students want to go to events and be excited about representing their school and support each other at sporting events, plays and musicals, and coming to Senate events as well.
What are you most excited about for this upcoming school year?
I am very excited for a lot of things this school year. I'm definitely most excited for semi. I'm planning that.
That's going to be really exciting. And then my last question for you is, what's your best piece of advice for incoming freshmen?
For incoming freshmen, I would say definitely work on making sure you're on track for your next 3 years. And so making sure you're getting your credits done and you're working hard in your classes because your grades do matter, and developing your study skills early and finding out what works best for you.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
We were fortunate enough to get the new Assistant Athletic Director, Tom Nelson, to be interviewed with Hannah. Here's Hannah and Tom.
And today I'm here with Mr. Nelson, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the Mount Ida facilities that we'll be using for the fall sports, as well as some of our other sports like basketball and tennis in the winter and spring. So Tom, can you give us a little bit of an overview about what we're trying to do with these fields?
Yeah, I feel like Bremer is growing, their athletics are growing more and more and more, and we want to now start incorporating middle school and let them have some games and things like that. So because we're growing at a great rate, we needed to have more facilities for our athletes to be able to compete at and practice. So Mount Ida was bought by UMass Amherst, and I thought it was a good idea, along with the board, Mr. Gates and everybody around, that we would pursue that opportunity and see if there was any way, since it's pretty close vicinity to us, would it be any way that we could be able to have some synergy there. So we went down to UMass. They came in. We had a lot of different meetings throughout the year. We thought that there was some similarities that we could work towards, and it allowed us to be able to move some of our high school programs over there more, along with Pine Manor and some of the other places that we have here. So we have a more robust ability for more facilities. Turf field, which was a big one. We didn't have one of those before. That's good for soccer, good for field hockey, and basketball court, which has 2 more hoops and some more stands, so that if we want to do some games over there or do different things, we'd have more room. And so we thought it would work in both aspects. So Gates worked very hard, I worked very hard, and the board, along with Judy God, worked very hard to make this come to.
My second question for you is, how do you think that this will continue to improve and help our program grow and grow as the years go on, into the future? Do you have any ideas for that?
Well, right now, this was a 1-year thing. We're working, again, it's a relationship. We're trying to find out how this is going to work. It's like a pilot program. We're going to see how it works for us, how it works for them. And then we're going to get together throughout this year and find out if there's something that we can do to extend this relationship further. So right now, it's for this year. We're going to see how this all works out. And then if things get better or it works well, then we'll find out if we can extend this into a long-term relationship. But anytime you move into a new situation, you want to first make sure it works for both parties and it's a win-win. So that's where we're at right now.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Speaking of camp, the upper and middle schools both went to camp for the end of last week. It was a fantastic experience, and it sure started the year off well.
Today, we have upper school head, Mr. Nadell, to talk to us about how camp went. Here we have Mr. Nadell. So, what were you most excited about camp this year?
I am always excited to go to camp. I love the way in which the community comes together, all the different grades bond, and everyone's able to have a fun time.
How do you think this year compared to other years?
I think one of the great things about camp this year, and I would say it was the best camp that I've had in the 3 years here, was the way in which the 12th graders took on a major leadership role. They really wanted everyone to have a fun experience. They also wanted to connect with all the students. So they took and created a plan as how to meet more 9th graders, have lunch with 10th and 11th graders, and really take on a major leadership role.
So personally, what was your favorite part of my camp?
I love everything about camp, but I think this year the River Olympics was my favorite part. Watching everyone be silly and have a great time outside was my favorite part.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks for all of your thoughts, Mr. Udell.
Tune in next time on Your Fave broadcast with Your Fave anchors.